There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Green Bay Packers. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. Two tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good. For the Packers, first down.
Ready?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
21 yards. And the Cowboys, first down.
Now Dak, he wants to change the play.
The 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Williams
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Cowboys have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, they were moving the ball okay. Then the interception, now time to regroup after giving up the score.
Yeah, I noticed him on the sidelines talking with one of his coaches, and they were comparing the pictures, right? You get the photos, what the defense was doing. They were carving it up pretty well, as you noted. I think they focused a lot on, okay, what happened on the interception ball, seeking to avoid it in the future.
Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you throw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Love.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Come on, ready.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Matt LaFleur, some confidence in his offense. His guys going here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Ready.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Okay, ready?
2nd and 10.
Here, chop, 17. Yellow, 43.
Love now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Looking sideline and connecting with Watson.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Love will sneak it.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Following the interception, Love.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on, set.
Love looking to throw it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Love, they go play action now.
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown.
14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Cowboys 7. Brendan McManus.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
With a slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Prescott off play action.
That's caught downfield by Pickens. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cowboys!
George Pickens.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Ready?
To throw now. Here's Love. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Let's go. Ready.
Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Final play of the half, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. But they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Here we go 47. Here we go going to 54. Here we go going to 53.
Now Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Hey, kill! Hey, kill!
Prescott from the gun. Drops it to Blue, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Then we're going to 53.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st down, Cowboys.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line.
Taken down back at the 42.
We're going to 54 wide. We're going to 54 wide.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
47. Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take a 17-14 lead. So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now a give to Jacobs running right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the double.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go. Here we go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
Now Love.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. And that
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
Matt Prater is set to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The veteran Matt Prater has this one set to get started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
He'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Mahomes. A toss left side caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. A gain there of 21. 1st down, KC.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not, and it's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat, and he does the rest.
Pass to Gray, open on the left side. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 17-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
1st down, Kansas
If you
City.
have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On the ground, that is Brashard Smith. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. But he goes nowhere. Call doesn't pan out. It's going to bring up 4th down.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw to get things going. That's taken in. It's James Cook. He's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Allen now on 2nd down. This one complete to Palmer. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And the Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Allen. That is downfield into the hands of Keon Coleman.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Bills, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So just a lone field. Goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. Allen will give this to Davis. Open space inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. Ray Davis. Touchdown, Buffalo. Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Bills move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bills 7, Chiefs 3.
So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line.
Yellow. 15.
First down throw. Mahomes. Gonna fire. Deep ball for Rice. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Allen now off the bootleg. Throw on the run is complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Buffalo.
Half. Hey, home. Middle.
Now Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Drew Tranquill. They're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out. A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
So, from the 25, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
2-yard gain on the play.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Third down, 3 to go. Now a run with Smith. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Big play for KC. And even 30 yards. 1st and 10 now from the 36. A run. It's Pacheco. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He'll swing one out wide to Pacheco. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. And this is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points. So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle. And this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs are on top. It's now 10-7.
Bills 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. He's going to run it.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Allen. Huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Play action here. Mahomes. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout here as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hey, 43, 15.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Forced out wide. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. It all comes back to the turnover, and that's why this is such a critical emphasis for all teams in these situations, Mike. So you're trying to steal some points before the half on offense, but now you end up giving the ball back to your opponent, giving them an opportunity to come away with some points of their own.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
We need these 3 points. 319. Where's that?
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. And he's got home. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime. Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Round 80. Alert. Alert, alert, alert. You go.
Play action now, and here's Allen. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. That's picked up by the Chiefs. And so much for a nice gain through the passing game. Not finishing the play, fumbling the football, and the offense has turned it over, Greg.
Mike, give credit to the defender here for not quitting on this play. They just give up a chunk play in the passing game. He stays after it, and instead of just making a simple tackle, he attacks the ball, knocks it loose, and creates a big takeaway for this defense.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. From the 35, here's second down and 9. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Cole Bishop up to make the play.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
Second down, they need 3.
Yellow.
Mahomes back. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Johnson now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Now Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second and 8. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down.
Makes it third.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
So first and 10 here now at the 38.
First and 10 at the
They go play action now. Here's Allen. In middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he will score. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Now Allen and his offense preparing to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2.
Heel drops to throw. Flush to his right. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. First down throw, Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And that is incomplete. They try to sneak a deep ball in there to wrap up the quarter, but time has expired, and the third has come to an end. They'll try again here. Second and 10. They go play action with Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Pacheco. And he's going to get this close to a first down, but he's out of bounds a yard short, and that's going to make it fourth down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll try it now with Pacheco, and he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
A short throw caused by Kincaid. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And he'll take this down to the 2, but a good tackle there. Going to set up third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
Again, it's Allen to the air. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
16.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in that landing zone, the ball only comes out to the 20-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And taking a shot downfield for Kelsey. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught right side by Worthy. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. A gain of 16 yards. Good for a Chiefs first down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. He'll set this down to the running back. To the goal line and in. Rashard Smith. Touchdown, KC.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Chiefs 23, Bills 20. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. They'll come up for 1st and 10. A run with Cook. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd down. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 39 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Raiders' extra point is good, and the Bills have taken a 4-point advantage.
Chiefs 23.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Yellow, yellow.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's hard. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now the Chiefs can call the first of their timeouts. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Now, Mahomes. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. Now 4 seconds left. And we get a timeout call. Here is 1st and goal.
Yellow.
The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. One last shot now for Mahomes. That is incomplete with 1 second left on the clock.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
They begin with a run by Smith. It'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
I got Will Lady!
On play action, it's Mahomes. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Mahomes now to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now here's Mahomes.
Swings this out for Hunt.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Another completion here to Hunt. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
36-yard line.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. To throw, it's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First down. Yellow. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We're scoreless after one. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Xavier Worthy from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Look at the big fella go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 61 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They start the drive with Cook to about the 40-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Cook again.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. It let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front. Completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Allen to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brown 80!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't.
Jet sweep. Here's Shakir. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Allen going to change the look here.
And goal at the 6-yard line.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And able to get this out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Allen now looks to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
319!
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Bills, first down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They run it again with Cook. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 15 yards.
49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Alert!
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
What's that?
They'll try the middle with Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. And now they'll throw with Allen. And Cook has it left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now Allen. That is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Chiefs 7. Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. Yeah, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And this throw will be intercepted.
He may go.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A two-score lead down to 1 now following the pick six.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Well, fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
It's second and 8.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
To throw, it's Allen.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the Chiefs' 43-yard line.
Now Allen going to change it up.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Shakir hauls it in.
And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's a give to Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the Chiefs' 23-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. To throw is Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Welcome to Baltimore's Inner Harbor. 70,000 plus have filled M&T Bank Stadium since 1998, the home of the Ravens. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Baltimore Ravens. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker, set to get things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Play action now. Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation. Cut.
He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
3rd down is the down that pass rushers live for. More often than not, they know it's a passing situation, and they get to just pin their ears back and go. Here early in this game, they're able to bring down the quarterback, and I got a feeling this won't be the last time.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing right away is Mahomes. Open man downfield is Brown. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
They go play action with Mahomes. This is caught at the 2. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
Kansas City.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Patrick Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Isaiah Likely. And that will lead to a 2nd down. On play action, here's Jackson. This one complete to Bateman. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds A yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Henry. And he'll convert, picking up the 1st down at the 46-yard line.
And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on 4th down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the 1st down anyway.
Bateman is the motion man. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And 3rd down coming up.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
This one is complete inbounds, but not a whole lot out of it. He just gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
That was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's Jordan Stout now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drop. Now, how about this? It's a fake, and that's going to be incomplete. The defense, they were ready for it. They were all over that one, and the failure to connect on the fake punt is going to lead to a turnover on down.
Yellow.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he'll take it on in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Kansas City.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Hey, Marlene!
Right to the air is Jackson.
And his first look is incomplete.
We'll have to see what kind of looks this defense is going to throw at him as this game moves along, but they're in the zone to start. I do think we'll see plenty of man coverage as we move along, but the first throw of this one, incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Jerry Tillery running in there and setting him down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
Hey, middle.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Hey, Alpha, sit high.
To throw is Jackson. And it's caught.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Looking to cash in on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
Henry bowling his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest. And there he goes.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This goes to the former Raven, Marquise Brown.
Called that a very strong gain of 24.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Yellow.
First down.
Smith up the middle.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
13 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10. At the
Second quarter from
43-yard
Arrowhead.
line.
It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Inside handoff, Smith. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line.
Brings up 3rd
John
down.
Jenkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Yellow.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That is caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, hey.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
Sit hard. No. You at X. Sit hard.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
They'll run for it with Pacheco.
And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Second and 10.
Yellow.
A handoff to Smith. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off. Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to. This is intercepted.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And that's caught inside the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first attempt, this from 45. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's start the drive here with Pacheco. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Mahomes now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Luke now for the extra point.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Ravens 14, Chiefs 13.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now Mahomes.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on a touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. The 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. We're back now in KC. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
Butker now to kick this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquise Brown from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
That's caught. It's Flowers. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score.
We change it.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
What? All right. Nice one. Go. Hey, middle.
Jackson.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down.
Finish it up. Yo.
Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
180. It's one. Hey. Shut up.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Travis Jones makes a tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to throw it here. This is caught. It's Brown.
Loose inside the 30. Hollywood Brown.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
That's the score. Chiefs 34. Ravens 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Hey. No.
From the gun, Jackson.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. Down to the 10.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, tuck
pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.
It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We have a Super Bowl 59 rematch between the Kansas City Chiefs and the defending champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Xavier Gipson now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They kick the running back in motion. Hurts. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. You know, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can he make offensively?
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
A play fake now hurts to throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. That's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
On second down, here's Barkley. Continuing to move past the 45. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return for the defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Sean Smith. And they find them after just a yard, and it's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, it's Mahomes. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Travis Kelce, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. This makes it up to the 25. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They bring their tight end left. First down throwing for Hurts. Escapes the pocket. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And his slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They send the tight end in motion left. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's good for the Eagles. First down. First and 10 at the 45.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got a first to begin the frame.
73.
Hurts setting up to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Great. Set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
This one's caught. Smith has it. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Second and 5.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Hurts throwing again. Buys time, rolling right. Throw right side, caught by Goedert. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles facing a deficit near the break. They'll come up on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Yellow.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Forced out. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, well, you got to flush it.
And he won't find an escape. They converge and drop it for the safety. And that drive, Brock, I'm calling that the 2-2-2. 2 plays, 2 sacks for the defense, and 2 points for him as well, thanks to that safety.
You kind of felt it building, right? That's what happens with defenses. They can feel and sense, and they get that momentum. They get the first takedown, they come right back and get that second. Now it's imperative this offense responds because you've infused that defense with a bunch of momentum.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Back to throw, Hurts. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he looks it forward to the 43-yard line. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt. Even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Barkley gets it on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Great, set. 180.
They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. He's thrown deep to the left side. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the pistol, Hurts. Chased out. Nice hit. Hurts fumbles. But it looked like an Eagle flew in and was first to the football. They're retaining possession.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Jake Elliott out to put up 3 for the Eagles. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Field goal unit out there on 2nd down as they try for 3 here before halftime. From the right hash, about 45 yards out. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. And the lead stays at 2.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Wow, they must really trust this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. Setting him on the dive. And he sneaks this through the middle. Maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Off play action, it's Mahomes. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it.
Yellow.
Looking to throw. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Attack!
And he fakes the spike. And that one falls incomplete. An unexpected call, but it does not get the better of them defensively. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
Yellow.
Back to the air, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
He's got the 1st down grab and still going. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs take the lead right away in half number 2. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs jump in front now by 5.
14. Eagles 9. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Look at that power, deep left side. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, a run with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Hurts to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Good.
3rd and 1. Here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. New set of downs for him from the 46. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Breaks the tackle. And he's going to work it ahead for about 3. 2nd down coming up.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Thrown for his running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
180. Tiger Hornet.
Looking to throw. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are stopped, and they're going to have the football out beyond their own 30.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They pitch it out to him here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. He'll throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. He's back to throw. Got a man, and Kelsey has it. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Chiefs with a 5-point lead. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. It's Pacheco again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Yellow.
Back to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Setting up to pass. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And he has the Chiefs 1st down there, Brock. And the celebration can begin as they can run out the clock now on this one. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had. So the offense free to start running the clock down now. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Right back to Pacheco. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And, Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Philadelphia.